Hi again, this is Sean. Welcome to my Twitch TV live or YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, we are working our way from very first download of the game through all of the missions, all of the story arcs, everything there is to do. So today we're on to the Dragon's Deceit, our latest mission in the Delta Quadrant. So I'll just pick up the
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
last rewards there.
Starfleet intelligence believes the Vaadwaur have a hidden base in the Cartella system. I'd like you to investigate. A Hazari bounty hunter known for their skill at infiltration will be working with you on this. Good hunting.
Alrighty. So, bounty hunters.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
So where are we going to today? Looks like we are going here. Cartella system. Now by now, you should have picked up this wonderful quantum slipstream drive ability. We can click on that and zoom around the map. So no more having to pick up little things to do while we wait to trudge our way across the universe. As I said in the last mission, just make sure that you don't overrun your target. The slipstream drive does turn itself off depending on your level and your abilities. The timer is set for different times. Once it's turned off, you do need to put your auto nav back on, or you'll just keep flying to the edge of space. And not a lot goes on there, guys. So once again, my overlay is not working. I won't see if you're there. I won't see if you're talking to me. Apologies for that. Twitch Beta Studio was a bit glitchy. And without further ado, to you and you and you, here we go. Rendezvous with Voyager. Now let's see what trouble Tuvok's got himself into today. He's always up to something, that boy.
Greetings. It is agreeable to work with you again. The Vaadwaur have greatly expanded their reach since Voyager first encountered them. Their military capabilities have developed at a rate that Starfleet Command finds troubling. An additional concern is that some leaders of the Vaadwaur supremacy have developed unusual physical characteristics. These individuals exhibit strength and resilience far beyond the norm for their species. The crew of the Deceit has shared their data of your previous encounter with one of the enhanced Vaadwaur with the Alliance. We have used it to devise several modifications to our weapons that may counteract their ability to reflect a portion of energy directed at them. These modifications are untested. It is unclear how much effect they will have. Not yet, but we have found a location that may have the answers we seek. Officially, Cartella is a defunct mining colony. However, intercepted messages indicate that the lower levels of the facility are being used by Supremacy leadership for an unknown purpose. Your mission will be to covertly enter the base and gather intelligence on the Vaadwaur. We have made arrangements with Yadren to provide you with equipment you will need to approach the system safely.
Alrighty.
The Hazari will provide a modified holo emitter that should allow you to approach the planet. Holo technology is unfamiliar to the Vaadwaur.
Well, let's see if we can stay out of trouble. It's never happened before. We'll give it a go. And already we come across a cruiser.
This whole deal, help me with these Vaadwaur.
So much for sneaking in unnoticed. It was never going to happen, was it?
Target's shield has failed. Right shield failing. Four shields failing.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Slippery little sucker. Right. Let's get this one over here.
Ship is under attack.
Alrighty.
Thanks for the help, but don't expect a discount. I wouldn't have been in that mess if I hadn't been waiting here for you. I picked up this device called a holo emitter from a big-eared fellow named Quinn. It's programmed to replicate the appearance of a Vaadwaur freighter. I don't know the specifics of this technology, but it works and I'm delivering it. That completes my contract.
Well, you say that, but it wasn't working too good for you, buddy.
It was my own fault. I should have activated it before I entered the system, but hooking it into our power supply was more complicated than Quinn said it would be. Alpha Quadrant tech has too many redundancies, backups for your backups, and none of it matters because emergency power always fails in an emergency. Good luck. I'll wait here in case you make it back.
Oh, hey, thanks for that.
Voyager will remain here with Yadren. With your permission, I will beam over to your ship in order to coordinate the mission.
Sure, why not? Come on over, Tuvok. So now we're going to warp to Cartella Prime. Hopefully the shield works.
We have arrived at Cartella Prime. Your engineers have installed the holo emitter, and it is ready to activate at your command. We will need to infiltrate both automated and manual detection measures before we can reach transporter range of the planet. Our first task is to bypass the automated security perimeter.
Well, looky, the holo emitter is working. Of course.
Excellent. Next, we will be challenged by orbital traffic control. Remember that the Vaadwaur are an aggressive species.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder may be malfunctioning. Please transmit your ship designation and flight plan. You're cleared for docking, sir.
Now we must avoid detection from the Vodwar ships. The hollow emitter will be essential.
Guess we better fly casual. Uh-oh. Sweet ass.
The tunnels beneath the planet are protected by a subspace scattering field that our transporters cannot penetrate. I have found a safe location at the edge of this field, but once you beam down, you will need to make your way through the tunnels to the base itself.
Well, that sounds like something we can do. So far, so good.
You are just outside of the Vodwar security perimeter. I have accessed their internal sensors, so I will provide you with tactical assistance throughout your mission. Be wary. There is a Vodwar patrol just ahead in the passage that crosses yours. Nearby, you should see a console. Use it to override the blast doors and trap the patrol. Be sure that the patrol is in the correct position before you activate the console, or this will fail. Logs at the facility indicate it is in poor repair and has suffered several mechanical mishaps. Use this to your advantage. Acts of sabotage that simulate equipment failures should not arouse suspicion.
Alrighty. Sounds a bit tricky. What's in the crate? Grapple gun. Zip line. Gas to knock people out. These items are not in your inventory. You will not need to equip them. You'll be notified when and how to use them. Well, that's handy, Harry. Let's have a little look-ski. Makes it a bit easier.
I am detecting a Vodwar patrol ahead. Maintain your position until they pass.
I can do that.
Commander Eldex, report to system control.
That should keep the patrol occupied.
Well, you say that. The last
I am
thing we want
detecting
to do is
another
get
group
into
of
a fight
Vodwar
here.
ahead. Access the security camera from the console nearby.
And as long as we do what we're told, we shouldn't get into a fight.
If you overload that data tower, the Vodwar patrol will investigate. Program the door to seal them in.
Alert. Conduit malfunction on Level 2, Section Beta. Engineering teams, respond immediately.
Excellent. Proceed cautiously.
Respawn point. Does that mean we're not going to make it without
There is a large drop ahead on your right. You will need a grapple gun to cross it.
being attacked? Let's have a look. Alrighty. Oh, that worked for us.
You will need to incapacitate all of the Vodwar ahead. Insert the anesthetine gas canister I provided you in the environmental control console and alter the air composition.
Alert. Environmental control malfunction on level 2, section Delta 3. Engineering and medical teams, please respond.
There is a large drop ahead. You will have to rappel down.
Yikes. Long way down, guys. Long way down.
Seismic instability detected.
You need to traverse this cavern without the Vodwar seeing you and raising the alarm. To do so, you will need to use your grapple gun, as well as take advantage of anything in the environment. First, you will need to reach the support platform. Shoot a grapple across and then zipline down.
Whee!
Sneak up behind that guard and incapacitate him.
Looks like a good old phaser blast to the face will
To advance
incapacitate
further
him.
through the cave, you will need to disable the proximity sensors. That console should allow you to do so. Now zipline to that outcropping. In order to exit this cavern without detection, you will need a distraction. We will need to move the Vodwar guards below and ahead of you, away from the next support structure. The rocks near you are unstable. Try to trigger a collapse. The way is clear for you to grapple to the next support structure. Make your way across the ledges to the outcropping near the next support structure. Grapple to the next support structure. Approach the guard and disable him.
Personal shield losing power.
There are more guards at the other platform. Use your tricorder to reprogram the anti-personnel turrets near them to attack the Vaadwaur targets.
Excuse me.
Attention. Malfunctioning turrets on Level 4, Section Beta 2. Security and engineering teams, report immediately to Level 4.
Alrighty.
The walkway is offline. You will need to grapple across the gap.
So just be careful that you don't
They
just
are
suddenly
aware of
run
your
forwards
actions. You cannot delay.
and fall off.
Sensors are reading something large blocking your route through the cavern. Activate the crane with the nearby controls to move it.
Well, he doesn't seem too bothered. Very odd
Not much further.
indeed.
There is another grapple ahead.
It's quite fun, this mission. You can't really
There
go
should be
wrong.
a place where you can drop down just ahead of your current position.
It's a bit Tomb Raider-ish. Makes a
Now slip
change.
quietly out of the cavern before the Vaadwaur see you.
Awesome.
I am detecting some unusual signals coming from below this area. You must reach the bottom of the caverns. I recommend you overload a console to create a diversion, and then trap the Vaadwaur guarding the area in a force field.
Ah, there he is. Sucker. And defeat the leader.
Intruder alert! Commander Gallic, please respond. An intruder? I'll handle this.
Right, time for Bob and Bob. My faithful drones come out. Get out of there. Find out where he is. Ah, orbital strike. He ran away. Didn't catch him in that. Plonk a couple of turrets down. Don't get stuck in the red, guys. Red, you're dead. Ah, easy. Why have I got flames coming out of my crotch? Oh, it wasn't. Shooting us from the distance.
Finally! Gallic? You will pay for killing Gallic! What?
Well, we didn't see that coming.
What was that thing? You saved my life. I don't know why, but I am grateful. What was that thing? It crawled out of the commander. Was it controlling him?
Yeah, probably.
Never. It's some kind of parasite, isn't it? What do you know? Do you believe other members of the Vaudois are infected by these beasts? Could all of our leaders be contaminated?
Well, who knows?
I know my duty. I cannot allow you to wander freely through our compound, but I can't ignore this either. A temporary truce, then. I will accompany you, and if what you say is true, I must know how many of my people have been taken. I think it went down that passage over there.
Over where? Over here? Ugh.
It went down one of the cracks in the rock. We'll have to deactivate that force field to pursue it.
All
It
righty,
appears the
ready to
creature has
go.
already left the area. I would recommend you scan the area with your tricorder. Perhaps it left a hormonal trace you can follow.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know these caves were so extensive. Only the highest leadership is allowed down here.
How did the Vaudois come into contact with the parasites in the first place? It has been many years since Starfleet encountered them.
I wonder how many of our leaders have been infected.
Based on Starfleet's previous encounters with the parasites, you should be extremely cautious. The creatures show remarkable cunning.
Give me an enemy I can confront face to face. This deception sickens me.
They are insidious. These creatures nearly ended the Federation. Although we have had our differences with the Vaadwaur, the Federation do not wish to see any species enslaved.
This area has always been off limits. I expected some kind of hive, but this is just a storage room. I see some of our stasis modules, which means there are soldiers who have not been rewoken. But the rest of this? It's just supplies. There's nothing here that will prove what you claim. Perhaps this infection was limited to just one man.
Never be too cautious. Now, where do they want us to scan? Let's have a look. Doesn't really say. Ah, something up there glowing. Maybe that's where we needed to do it from. Yep.
What was that thing?
Wait, did you hear something?
No.
Ah, I see you've met my little friends. They want to get to know you better.
What are you? How far has this infestation spread?
You have such a small mind. The joining will help. You will see everything we can be once we are brothers under the skin.
So our mortars are going for it during the cutscene. Not sure they actually did any damage at that stage, but hey, it was fun to watch. Right, let's get back down towards them. Holy heck! Jumped right on our head. Not good. Should have kept moving.
You think you have bested me? Mere mortals. Pathetic. We will rise again, and you will know our true might.
This ends now. I cannot allow you to spread this infestation.
Well, that's not good. Oops. Alrighty. Queen's got to go as well. Maybe an orbital strike if she doesn't move too quickly. Come on. Yeah, damage there, but is it enough?
The Vaadwaur are alerted to your presence. You must leave the facility. But the subspace scattering field is still in effect. Find the controls and disable them. Find the controls to the subspace scattering field and disable them.
Although you have helped the Vaadwaur people today, do not believe this makes us friends, or even allies.
Oh, Eldex. You're a tough nut to crack, mate.
No, I must remain with my people. Perhaps I will discover more of what's really happening here.
Your activities on the surface have alerted the Vaadwaur to your presence. They are beginning to inspect the starships in orbit. I would recommend returning to the ship immediately.
I think you're right. Time to get the hell out of Dodge, guys.
The information you discovered in the base is troubling. While Starfleet knew the neural parasites found on Earth sent a signal to deep space before they were destroyed, we never knew the destination of that signal. It very well may have been the Delta Quadrant. However, contemplating the ramifications of parasites among the Vaadwaur ranks must wait. The fleet protecting this planet has been alerted to our presence. It is only a matter of time before this vessel is discovered.
I'm already getting the hell out of Dodge while he's talking. Go on, fellas. Let's go. You can't see my ass for dust.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder codes are invalid. Security vessels are on their way. Please hold position and prepare to be boarded.
Now it says there it's got a red cross. We failed that, but I don't know how we
There is
failed
only
that.
a 0.008% chance that this ship will survive a direct confrontation. One last act of sabotage may be what is required. I propose we swap transponder codes with another vessel. Given the aggressiveness of the Vaadwaur, there is a 68.4% chance they will turn on one another. We can escape in the confusion.
And this sometimes is what happens if you try and be proactive, and the mission actually doesn't want you to get too far ahead. It'll give you a nasty X with some red writing. So I need to turn back around, fly back in. Try and find a ship to swap a transponder code with. Now I'm hoping that being proactive has not stopped me being able to finish this mission. There we go, get close enough to a ship.
Warning, ship is under attack.
And rather than fight it, we're out of here. Lesson learned, don't be too smart.
Well, you're alive. I guess that means the holo emitter did its job. But it did work. Contract complete.
Yeah, close enough.
Excellent work. Now that we know at least some of the Vaadwaur have been taken over by the neural parasites, we can form an appropriate plan of action. The one Vaadwaur who helped you, Commander Eldex, may be of assistance. It was clear that he was not aware of the corruption. With your permission, I will return to Voyager. There is much still to do before we will see the end of the Vaadwaur threat. Thank you again. Live long and prosper.
And that, my friends, was the Dragon's Deceit. A not overly hard mission, as long as you keep on the move when you're being attacked at the end there, but actually a nice change of pace. So thanks for watching.
Neural parasites. That explains a lot. The enhanced physical abilities, maybe even their rapid return to power in the sector. If they follow previous patterns, the parasites will infect Vaadwaur in key leadership positions. The 2 overseers you took out might be the tip of the iceberg.
And there are our rewards. Again, I don't pick them up till the beginning of the next mission for the sake of these videos. So if you're watching live, please do follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Are you fed up with me saying that yet? No. Coming up, Alliances. I'll see you very shortly. Take care of you guys.